I'm Bobby from Geeky Bobbin. I'm cleaning up this mess, and I've been meaning to share with you how I fold my yardage so that it's easy to cut and I can tell right away how much I have. So what I have is 2 yards of fabric. It's just the way that it came when it arrived from the fabric store. When they cut the fabric at the store, they pull it off the bolt where it's folded in half along the width of fabric. So it's about 22 inches wide with one fold in the middle. What I want is to fold it in half again. So I've got a quarter of the width of fabric, somewhere between 11 and 10 inches. Now this is the same way that I fold my fabric when I'm cutting across the width. And I want to make sure that the fold line that I just put in is parallel to the fold in the middle. Next, I'm going to fold my fabric lengthwise, and I want it to be a 1/2 yard, so 18 inches. I fold it with an accordion fold, so I'm just folding back and forth across that 18-inch space. So I know how many 1/2 yards I have. So there's 2 1/2 yards, another fold. Try to keep everything smooth and parallel. 2 more folds, and now I have my 2 yards nice and folded. And if I turn it around, you can see the number of folds here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 1/2 yards. And from this angle, you can see I've got 1, 2 yards of fabric. And the way that I put this away is I take a hanging file folder from the office supply store and I fold that 1/2 yard across it. And I've got these great hanging storage bins where my hanging file folders hang nice and neat. I can see my yardage from the top. I don't have to go digging through stacks of fabric, and I can see how much I have. I've linked up to another video that shows how I cut my fabric once it's folded this way, and there's also a blog post of how I did the rest of the tidying of this great big mess. And if you want to subscribe to my newsletter, you can get the magical rainbow of binding, which keeps you from ever running out of binding for your quilts. Until then, happy stitching!